Who the hell is Moonlight Moolah? You're about to find out. What is up, YouTube? This is Joe, Moonlight Moolah. And today we're coming to you from my little photo area in my garage for my YouTube business. And I am sitting down for this one because I want to get a little more serious and let you know a little bit of who I am. I've never done a video of who I am and what I'm about and why I do what I do. So sit back, relax, crack open a new fresh bottle, and let's take 10 minutes and just I'm going to give you a little synopsis of me, my business, and it is a business, even though I am a part-timer, but and the direction of this YouTube channel going forward. First off, if you do watch this and you have been a subscriber this whole time, I don't have a lot of subscribers right at this current moment. But if you are, I do appreciate you, and I apologize for not posting regularly lately. Life gets busy, especially coming into this time of the year for me with my regular job. Yeah, it's kind of consumed me lately, and I had to make a decision on working my eBay and my current business and dropping something that was not a revenue source, at least yet. So maybe one day, but that's not honestly why I'm doing this. I enjoy making the videos. I enjoy sharing. I enjoy teaching. I do not know everything, but anything I can teach that would help somebody else, is an awesome feeling when you find out that something worked for someone else. So a little bit about me. Who is Joe Moonlight Moolah? Well, I live in Oregon, born and raised, and I live in a mountainous area of it's got population, but it's towards our Mount Hood, so we're not too far away from the big city, but just far enough to make it a challenge to be an eBayer or a thrifter. That is by no means an excuse. I have accepted what I have in my area, and I make the best I can with what I have in my area. That is really what you have to do. If you don't like what you have around you, give up, move somewhere where you think you got a better chance to get something that you enjoy doing. If this is really what you want to do. But this is a part-time gig for me. I do this to get myself out of credit card debt, pay off bills. We had a car accident just over a year ago now, and my wife's doctor bill was kind of a big bill coming home from that. Yeah, we had to pay that off, so eBay helped pay that off. We needed a storage shed for all our stuff out in our backyard. I was able to use the eBay money I made for that to pay for a new shed for the back. Not for my eBay business necessarily, other than to get some stuff out of my garage, opening up more room for me to utilize for eBay and storage. But yeah, so I'm a full-time employee. I work banker's hours, so 8 to 5, 6, 7, depends on the day, and the workload that I have at my job. I actually do one of the few that actually loves what he does. I'm in customer service and sales. I've been doing it with this company for 10 years now. I've been in the industry for 16 years, and love it. Every day is a challenge, and that's something you'll notice about me. I like challenges. I like creating. I'm always saying I'm a lemonade maker. I like to pull the rabbits out of the hats, all those cliches you want to say about Just being able to make something out of nothing, so to speak, or make the impossible possible. When it comes to my job, and I won't get into specifics about what I do, just because I like to keep them separate. But I am one of those few that actually likes what he does. So I know it's an oddity, but I do like making extra money, and I do like working for myself. So, what is part-time now? Who knows? Sky's the limit, obviously. So it could be a full-time job one day, eBay and other platforms. But right now it's just eBay, and I'm just starting to play with Mercari on selling some of my personal stuff. So, which is another technique that I would recommend, is always start with your own stuff selling on any platform. No better way than to mess up on something that, really didn't cost you anything because you already had it. So, but that's another story. And I apologize if you see me looking to the side here. I got some cheat sheet topics because I didn't want to leave anything out. So, but yeah, so that's a little bit about me. I was a chef, and then I moved on to the sales and customer service. I grew up as a kid being an artist, loving to draw. Teenager, was really into architecture, drafting, and came time for college, I didn't like it. I was cooking at the time, and I'd always cooked from since I was a kid. So I decided to go to culinary school, and got my degree, worked my way up the ladder, was chef at 4 different restaurants and hotels and stuff. Was great when you're single, because working 80, 100 hours a week, always working holidays, always working weekends, was fine. Then I met the love of my life and had kids. Everything changes. So the last place I was a chef at, we were still married, or we were married then, and it just wore on me. So I fell into my current job. Can't think of what do you want to call it, job area that I work in, sales and customer service, just by accident. And liked the industry and liked what I did, and it kept my creative juices flowing because you have to be creative. So I've been doing that ever since, and it's the one thing I do like about eBay, online resales, any platform really, probably. I've only worked with 3. I've done a little bit on Etsy too. But you're never going to learn it all. It's always creative. It's enjoyable. If you really like learning, and please be humble and know that you're never going to know it all. Don't be a jerk and think you know everything. That's kind of rude, and be accepting to sometimes you're just not right, or sometimes somebody's idea is better than yours. It's only going to make you better if you just accept some things sometimes. So, but that being said, I'd like to talk about the direction of the channel. So I was getting bored with just making haul videos. It seemed like that's all I was doing, and then I'd have a sales video every once in a while. Being a part-timer with very limited time, because I have a family and 2 kids that need my attention too. So, and all part-timers are going to have this same struggle to have families. By no means is mine worse than anybody else's. Props to all the single mothers out there that do this too. So it can be a struggle, but it's what you make of it. So yeah, so the direction I want to go on this channel is something that I have a passion for, and I have not seen anybody else do. So there are part-timers obviously that have YouTube channels, but they always seem to be focused on how to get to that full-time status. I'm really not that guy, right? At least right now. Um, and I might be one day, but to work for myself. But even if it's a part-time eBay job, I don't see it being a full-time eBay job ever, because I would want multiple streams and my hands in multiple things to bring in revenue into the big basket, all at the same time from different angles and different platforms and different streams. It doesn't even have to be online streams; it could be anything. Um, and I've had opportunities to have other streams coming in, and that's what I want to focus on. I want to focus on the idea of a part timer and the topics that deal with part-timer, that all those part-timers have to deal with. We know with the full-timers, they have all their time towards their business. Um, I want to talk about the part-timers that have to squeeze, 5 minutes out of 20 seconds, Sometimes it feels that way, I want to talk about the topics of the struggles that we have as part-timers with our balancing our family and work and job and not hobby. Maybe it's a hobby for you. Maybe it's not a part-time job for you. Maybe it's not a business. It can be a hobby for you, eBay or another platform like that. Um, Staying organized, goal setting, distractions. I mean, to be honest with you, I sat and watched way too much YouTube before making this video. So that is a distraction for me, and it struggles because it eats into my eBay listing time. Um, but I enjoy learning, so it's a hard one to to balance for me, and I'm working on it. And my Instagram, if you follow me on Instagram, thank you as well. But I've backed off on the Instagram too, because I trying to balance everything. So um, please, follow my stories, follow my mostly I post on the weekends. If I have something interesting during the week, obviously I'm gonna post it, but um, it's not a priority for me, and I apologize, but it's not. But I love to share when I can share something important, and I don't want to just waste your time sharing, stuff that is not that important. I started my Instagram, like everybody else, putting pictures of those 4, 5, 10 packages that I ship out on a Tuesday or whatever, and I just why, you know, I just it's a waste of time for you to have to scroll past that. I prefer you to scroll past something and learn something. So I want to try to be a little more focused and on my videos. This one is actually a video that's going to be running a little longer than I was hoping. I'm going to try to keep my next videos to 10 to 15 minutes. I'm doing that because this is based off part-timers. Part-timers don't have a lot of time. And I want to make them short and sweet and to the point. So I'm not wasting too much time. I don't have a lot of experience on a lot of other platforms, but I am going to start other platforms and see how it goes. Obviously, if I can collaborate with other YouTubers, other resellers that are on other platforms and are part-timers, that is going to be a key. Or we're close enough to part-timers that they would, be willing to share their experiences when they were part-timers and some of the differences between the two, full and part-time. So, but that's as my channel grows. I don't see that anytime soon. I want to be able to talk about our mistakes. You learn from your mistakes. If you can't accept your mistakes and learn from them and move on, you got a huge problem. I want to talk about sacrifices. I want to talk about, let me look at my list, I'm sorry. I want to talk about, knowing your limits, being able to judge when it's time to just stop and go to bed. Like right now, it's almost 1 o'clock in the morning on a weeknight. I get up at 6:30, my alarm goes off. I'm lucky if I drag my ass out of bed at 7 to 7:30. So I'm usually running in there to work. I'm lucky with my job. I put in a lot of hours, and they give me a little lenience. So, um, but yeah, you gotta know. A lot of the times I'm up weeknights. I'm up till 2 o'clock. I've been up till 3 o'clock. I've gone the whole night not going to bed because I was either working on work, or because I can work from home when I'm buried. And then sometimes I work on eBay throughout the night. It just depends. Um, I set goals and I want to achieve them, and when I'm really pushing for it, good things happen. Like month of April, set a goal. I wanted to list every day, at least one item. I didn't care, one item, because I had noticed a pattern of all the months of this year. Um, January, February, March. There was a vacation in there between January and February, but I was noticing a pattern. I was missing 10, 14, 12, whatever days of listing every month. And I was like, God, that's not right. I'm going to try a month where I don't miss a day. Okay, I wasn't perfect, but I only missed 3. So, and I had my best sales month since, actually better month than December. So work paid off. It did kick my butt a little bit though. Some of the nights were long. I was trying to list, and put in a lot of hours, sacrifices, time with the wife, cooking for the family. Obviously, probably health is something that I need to focus on eventually. I am overweight, and I don't take good care of myself. I enjoy what I do and I sit at a desk all day at work, and then I come home and I sit at a desk all night. So I do have standing desks now though, for both work and home. Um, so that has helped. I do try to work multiple hours in both places standing up. Helps a lot. Anyways, but yeah, so the new direction of the channel is going to be to the nitty gritty, the no BS, everything goes, deals that part-time resellers have to come across and deal with, the growing pains. So I hope that you'll stick around, and if you're new to the channel and you see this, please hit the subscribe button, like it, and before I tell you to do all the comments and stuff, I'd like to give one prop out. First guy that I was ever gave me the guts to be on YouTube and do this was Wade, Wade's Venture, and want to shout out to him. I appreciate you. He is a local here to me. He's an hour and a half away from me maybe, but he's still local, and good guy, one of the good guys in the industry. So my shout out is to you. Appreciated you for getting me out here and keeping me going with this reselling hustle, and getting me on YouTube. One of the struggles was knowing what next that I want to do for my channel. I now know. So I'm going to try to post at least twice a week. I can't guarantee more than that. So please keep me the bell clicked so you get notifications, because right now it will be whenever I can, whichever day I can. As I get more in a groove, I'm going to try to, and ahead maybe, I'm going to try to set those as specific days of the week. So that'll help you guys as well. Again, I'd love to hear you guys' comments. I want to know what you think about this idea for part-timer only content, so to speak. And please leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think of the idea. Let me know if you're interested in chatting on the channels. I'll chat on yours, or you can chat on mine. I'd really enjoy the opportunity to share all the same things that I go across and come across with everyone. So like, comment, subscribe, and happy hunting.
Who the hell is Moonlight Moolah?
Who the hell is Moonlight Moolah?
Who the hell is Moonlight Moolah?